I gotta wait on the right temperature of that water. After you wash this off, you gotta wash it like twice, maybe 3 times to make sure. But you want the honey to soak into your skin. The turmeric is for the dark spots on your face. It'll even your tone out. But when you get done washing this off, cold towel to your face, like freezing cold water, tighten that skin right on that. That's how I keep my shit young. I can make wrinkles. I can make them go away too. Okay, so Father's Day coming up, right? I got a question. I want to know, because there's some stuff I'm reevaluating my little dark self. You know, since my self was dark when I was little, I got to reevaluate my little dark self. And some of the stuff, I should have got the hell kicked out of me for what it did. Well, anyway, the people I was staying with in first grade, you know, they used to go fishing on the lake and shit. And her husband, I don't know what a fucking angler rod is, but she spent $200-something, probably a little bit more, on this fishing rod. It probably was a little bit more. I didn't give a fuck. Okay, they went and got me this little bitty ass. It looked like some shit you play a video game with or something. When you go to the fair and you use that fishing pole, they gave me that. But I see her with this big long motherfucker. I see him with this big long motherfucker. I don't care if it was $200. It was bent when I got done with it. I put that bitch in a pretzel. Cause mine got the little baby weight thing on it. And I'm trying to figure out why mine don't fly across the water like his do. I'm talking about he hit that motherfucker and he sailed across the water like he was wiggling and shit like this. And they dropped down. And I'm like, oh, he caught a fish with that motherfucker. But mine don't got the hook. He said, come on now, you gonna have to practice. Bitch, I know what I'm doing. I'm 8. I can figure this out. Don't give me this retarded people shit. What is this on the front? That's your bobber. So when you catch your fish, you go up and down. But ain't no hook on here to catch no fish. So I ain't catching no fish. You got me literally throwing this in the water, slapping fish upside the head, giving them concussions and shit. And y'all hooking fish and bringing it out. And then you expect me to help you clean it and eat it. I ain't cut like that. I'm a whole hot mess. Not only did I bend this fishing rod, but I put all the fish back in the water. Do you think they was mad? Because we had been out there all day. I don't mean a little bit. I mean, we left the house at like 7 in the morning. It was dark. I didn't tell them I dumped the fish out. But I was smart enough to put water back in the bucket so they think it was still in there. I went completely out, you know. Shit, I got my ass whooped for that. We had been out there all day. He caught like 28 fish. I put all them motherfuckers back in the water. Every time he told me no, beauty, you can't fish. Alright. So I went over on the other side of him. Literally, I did this shit in his face. That's the funny part about it. How y'all not see me? I'm right here next to you. I dug a hole in the dirt. 2 of them. One, I kind of like made like a little bridge and shit so I could stick my hand through the other side. So while he's sitting there, I got the water in front of me. He think I'm playing in the mud water. I'm just reaching in the bucket, taking the fish and pushing them out. After a while, I think he realized he was catching the same ones. Yeah, I think he would have whooped my ass for that. But he couldn't catch me. I took off running. Yep, he had to go stay with his brother for like a week to get over that fishing pole shit. Did I hit a nerve or something? When I did that, did I like touch a nerve? I did it in his face. It ain't like I was hiding it. But do you think he was mad about that fishing pole though? He did get it for Father's Day. And it was Father's Day weekend. You think he was mad about that fishing pole or the fish? He had the open face reel on it and everything. Yep, I tangled every last one of them motherfucking reels up in knots. Yep, because when we went back to the house, they had them all lined up in the basement and shit. So I took my scissors and I cut all the lines connecting them to the fishing pole, and then took all the lines and tied them to each other on the fishing pole, wrapped them around, you know. Then I took an extra piece of fishing line that was not attached to nothing and was bouncing that shit up and down like it was a yo-yo. But every time I throw it across, at the fishing poles, it would catch on them little loop things that the line poles go through, and I'll pull it back. It looked like a big ass cotton ball when I got done. Just a spider web that has been created with fishing line. That's the best way I can describe it. Shit, I had got my ass whipped for that too. I mean, I had a valid reason to do it at that time. Just, I didn't want to live there. And they wouldn't drop me off at the orphanage like I kept asking them. Like, I'm an orphan, that's where orphans go, that's where orphans live at the orphanage. I don't want to stay here at your house. Can you take me to the orphanage, peoples? Please. Because I'm an orphan. That's what y'all told me. And my parents can't get legal to come to America yet. So, yeah, that's where we at. So, do you think that I have a destruction problem? I think I do, because my son definitely born with it. And I know he got it from me. I know he got that from me, because I will bust glass around your tires of your car in a minute. Then. Now I'm too old for shit. Nope, now I've graduated. I just use nails and tacks and broken glass. But you gotta mix them together this time. The glass wasn't enough the last time, because it can get in between the tires and not puncture it. So if I want the tires to be punctured, I would, get a little baby jar and put a whole bunch of tacks in them. And I'm meticulous about some shit. I'll take the little plastic part off, the push pin part, and then put that in there, and then go get the wire cutters and cut up all the needles that was in Grandma's sewing kit, the little push pin ones, cut all of them up in a jar, and then put some thorns in there, some rusted nails. I think I should have saw a therapist a few hundred times when I was little, but they kept running me out of there. Maybe because I would chase them around the room with scissors, because I was an orphan. They wouldn't take me back to the orphanage. Do you think I had a problem? Now, I don't want to talk to no therapist, because I'm going to get kicked out of the building again. For some reason, they keep telling me they can't help me. Ma'am, we cannot render you services. We can't help you, ma'am. We can't help you the fuck it out. Then they always call security after they tell me they can't help me. Like I'm going to get angry or something. Oh, that might be the reason why. Probably because I was angry. And then, I can throw couches and chairs and shit when I get really mad. Part of refrigerators and shit. Hey, is there any way I could go to the therapist people and see my own psychiatric evaluation that they said about me? Maybe they told me something that wasn't true and I need to read through it. I think I should read through it and see if they got all the facts. Because now that I'm thinking about some shit, ain't nothing wrong with me. Nah, we ain't gonna claim none of that.